Headline news most affecting Abbotsford this week. A third suspect in a 2017 homicide pleading guilty. A fatal hit and run. The driver still at large. Abbotsford School Board gives themselves a major raise. And Abbotsford Police holding their annual basketball tournament. We'll have more in sports. Our special guest this week includes Brigida Crosbie of Tydel Foods. All right, Abbotsford, let's get started. A third suspect has entered a guilty plea in the 2017 homicide of Alexander Binaru of Abbotsford. On December 28th of 2017, the 24-year-old was shot to death in the 5300 block of Bates Road. Police arrived on the scene to find his body in a nearby blueberry field. Now, in 2020, after a 3-year investigation, Islam Negam, Edric Raju, and Michael Schweiger were charged with the murder of Binaru. Now, in October of this year, Nagram and Raju both entered guilty pleas in relation to the homicide. Now, this past December the 5th, Schweiger entered a guilty plea to accessory after the fact to manslaughter. So the sentencing for all three parties is scheduled for early 2023. Early this past Sunday morning, Abbotsford police officers responding to a serious collision on the 3600 block of Lafleur Road. When they arrived, emergency service workers found a pedestrian who had been hit by a red Dodge Ram pickup truck. The driver fled the scene. The pedestrian's truck, which was also parked roadside, also sustained damage from the suspect vehicle. So, unfortunately, the person who was hit has died due to his injuries. The Dodge Ram, though, was found. It was crashed a short distance away, that driver fleeing the scene. The investigation has now been transitioned to Abbotsford Police Major Crime Unit as they continue to try and find that driver. Abbotsford News reporting that the newly elected Abbotsford School Board will be paid a total of about $53,000 more annually than the district's last board. Abbey trustees have been receiving almost $26,000 annually for the last 4 years. An ad hoc committee consisting of select committee members was struck in early 2021 to come up with recommendations for the incoming board after the election. They did recommend an increase of 45% to an average worker's salary and wrote several pages to back up the reasoning for the school board. City of Mission is asking residents to share their perspective on secondary suites in an engagement that was launched on what else but Engage Mission. Feedback from this will inform how the City of Mission is going to move forward with a secondary suites policy and an administrative program. And once completed, you'll be invited to enter into a draw for a gift certificate to the Mission Leisure Center. Now, if you want to get involved in this, just go to the City of Mission website. You might have seen the fire if you were traveling along Highway 11 about 10 days ago. The renter of the building that houses Auto Works and his mom, they lost everything in a fire that tore through the shop as well as their rental home. Luckily, they managed to escape with literally the clothes on their back. A GoFundMe page has been set up. They lost everything. So go to GoFundMe and search for either Matsqui or Neo Navera or Auto Works. An update on Tydel Foods and their challenge to help those in need who are facing food security issues. The owner-operator, Brigida Crosbie, has been in business for a few years, but only in the downtown Chilliwack location of Patton Avenue. That's since February. Now, they do deliver, and their catchment is Abbotsford all the way to the Okanagan. And from December 15th to the 22nd, volunteers along with Brigida will be handing out free Christmas meals, at least right now in Chilliwack. They want to do something in the Abbotsford area. You're asked to help donate side dishes like potatoes, other veggies, stuffing, and gravy. News of the Week caught up with Ms. Crosbie for an update. We'll have that interview in just a few minutes' time. You can help the City of Mission name one of their snowplows. You can share your creative and clean name suggestions for a chance to name one of the snowplows. All you have to do is email your entry to winter@mission.ca by December the 22nd. So the winner, well, you get bragging rights. So here are some of the few names that they already came up with. My apologies, these are not my ideas. Scoop Dog, Blizzard of Oz. I know Ozzy Osbourne will be saying something. Gordy Plow, and Darth Blader. Yeah, you can groan now. Coming up, we'll have sports. News of the week with Brigida, Crosbie, Tydel Foods. Now, we are always helping out those that are with food insecurity. We're going to get to that in a second. Now, Christmas, what are we doing now?
Oh, for Christmas, we have our Christmas meals. And from December 15th to December 22nd, we are handing out free Christmas meals. Those meals, we don't have turkey, but it'll be double smoked ham and prime rib. And we're asking the community to come together and donate mashed potatoes, vegetables, stuffing, gravy, anything that would go with a Christmas meal. And we have volunteers that have come forward, and they're going to put those meals together. We have a list of, we are almost at 600 people. So we have more than 600 meals going out into the community at this point.
And if anybody needs more information, can reach out on the Facebook page?
Oh, for sure. They can go to Tydel Foods on Facebook, Tydel, and it's named after my two youngest daughters, Tiana and Delana.
Now, the other thing, too, is you guys have been around for a couple of years. You've been here since February. Just in Chilliwack, not in Abbotsford yet? Or
No, I'm so busy here. No, not in Abbotsford yet, but we did do deliveries. We're just too busy now.
Yeah.
Basically, what we do is we put people over profit.
Yeah.
And so our prices reflect helping the community and helping all communities. We do deliver, though, into the Okanagan once or twice a month.
Okay.
And you can just come in here. This shop is for anybody to shop, just so you can continue to put the money back into your pocket for either rent or mortgage or medication, your children, your family. That's the most important. That's what we put forward.
So anyone from Chilliwack to Abbotsford to the Okanagan, Tydel Foods on the Facebook page.
Absolutely. We also have a seniors package that retails for $100. Some people in our community will leave us a tip on our debit machine. 100% of those tips go towards that package. So if you are a low income senior and you are struggling, that package that will help you eat all month is actually $50. So that is a good way for us to help our community.
Brigida, thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Don.
AbbyTV Sports, there were 8 different championship division titles last week at the Abbotsford Police Department Basketball Tournament. It was held at Columbia Bible College. Congratulations to everyone who participated. The full list of games and the winners can be found on the website. Abbotsford Canucks have a couple of home games at the Abbotsford Centre December the 20th and the 21st before the Christmas break. Both games against the San Jose Barracudas. Tickets are available online through the Abbotsford Canucks website. Meanwhile, the Abbotsford Pilots have one more game before their Christmas break. It's Saturday night at MSA Arena against Surrey. Then the team is off on break until December the 30th when they play Ridge Meadows. But that game is in Richmond. That's part of the Pacific Junior Hockey League Winter Classic. Both the Abbotsford and the Matsqui Recreation Centers will have specific holiday hours for their pools, the gyms, and the ice rinks. Call ahead or check out the City of Abbotsford website for details. And hopefully there won't be staffing issues, so the facilities will be open. They've had those staffing issues in the past. UFV sports now on their break. Basketball and volleyball will resume in the new year. All you have to do is check Go UFV online or the UFV Cascades to get more information on the season that restarts in January. Coming up, we'll have a look at a rather chilly weather forecast. AbbyTV weather, we're not expecting a ton of snow, but it's going to feel like the North Pole, so it's sweaters, hoodies, and parkas. Starting Sunday, we're going to go into a deep freeze for about 4 or 5 days. Highs around -5. Overnight lows could drop to -15. We really are not sure of what the snow event may or may not look like, so we're going to keep an eye on that one. Hot toddy, anyone? If you'd like to participate in reporting news in Abbotsford and you have a story or some photos, maybe even a video you think we should know about, send us a note to news@chilltv.ca. We'd love to hear from you. That's the news this week. Bundle up. It's going to be cold starting Sunday. I'm Don Lehn.